Hi everyone, welcome to Ivy Spiritual Messages and Tarot. So for today's video, I'm going to look at the most common scenario the twin flames are currently having in their collective energy. So I've got the first spread here is for the Divine Feminine, the most common scenario of how the Divine Feminine is currently feeling. And this second row here is about how is the Divine Masculine is currently feeling, and with one card each as their overall energy, overall situation that they're having, and with one advice card. So before I begin, like I've done quite so many readings on twin flame and soulmate, and generally relationship and love reading, where there are most of questions that I've got is so and so my twin flame, is so and so my soulmate. So it's kind of it's one thing to ask the tarot, to ask the pendulum to check if such and such is your twin flame or soulmate, but again, this a twin flame, especially the twin flame journey, is totally different from each and every individual. You can also look at there are so many videos, amazing videos on YouTube that talking about what are the signs, what are the characteristics that if you're a twin flame you must be going through this, so you can actually look out for that for more information. But at this point of time right now, I'm going through what is the current most collective energy the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine are going through. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I'm going live next, and also you'll be notified when I'm going whenever I'm uploading a new videos. So let's begin then. So the current Divine Feminine that I'm having here is the Two of Swords. This Two of Swords is indicating someone who's feeling conflicted, who's feeling confused, or not sure what to do. The next card that I've got here for the most common scenario the Divine Feminine is currently feeling is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now this Queen of Swords in reverse is quite interesting because the Queen of Swords in reverse is someone who is actually feeling pessimistic, someone who is actually going through a trauma, which again can go hand in hand with the Two of Swords here. So this whole scenario that the Divine Feminine is having is making her feeling a bit pessimistic, probably because of the waiting or because of the regret that they are feeling right now, which coming up with the next card here is the Five of Cups, which indicating feeling regret, feeling remorse, just something focusing on the past, not focusing on the what's coming up next. So here someone is focusing on the spilled milk, not focusing on the opportunity that they have in hand. So this is the most common scenario that the current Divine Feminine is having, like they are just up in their thoughts, quite also feeling a bit traumatic because of the event in the past of whatever going through with the Divine Masculine, with the twin flame could also be scared or feeling sad about the separation, which making them up all in their head and thus not sure what to do. Like, are they even coming back, or am I just going crazy, or is it even worth it to even think about the situation? So all of these thoughts are in the Divine Feminine head and making them a little bit unstable, even quite, they could even be thinking irrationally and even be sometimes coming up as immature. So that's the most common scenario that I'm getting for the Divine Feminine. And the next card here is the Magician card, which indicating like at this point of time as a collective, Divine Feminine is currently practicing to manifest more. Or this is also indicating like at this point of time as a collective, the Magician card is hovering over most, if not all, the Divine Feminine, which indicating that you have the manifestation power within you. So the thing is, again, when you're being up in the head, feeling pessimistic, thinking about all these negative things, is going to affect your energy, and this is why could even be pushing your Divine Masculine further away, because when you're manifesting something, especially with the Magician card, which indicating that you have the manifestation power within you, meaning whatever you want to manifest in your life, you can get it. But the the thing is, when you are thinking negatively or when you're being pessimistic, is confusing the energy and thus creating the longer waiting period of time. So for the divine feminine, try to, not being too pessimistic, not try to being too negative, and yeah, don't second guess it. Like, be sure of what you want. If you want this relationship, again, if you want the union to with your divine masculine, manifest it, and think positively about it. So that's what I've got for the divine masculine, for the divine feminine. And overall crowning energy for divine feminine is the judgment card, which indicating there will be a divine intervention that coming towards you to give this whole situation with your twin flame a second chance. So whenever I got the judgment card here, is indicating that there will be a second chance here. This is also indicating that most of the divine feminine are actually waiting for the second chance, and thus feeling this a bit sad and feeling a bit regretful, being all up in the head. So that's what I've got for the divine feminine. Now let's move on into the divine masculine. The divine masculine here is quite interesting. The first card that I've got for the divine masculine here is Empress card, which indicating that the divine masculine is seeing the divine feminine as someone who is like a goddess. Like, at this point of time, the divine masculine is starting to realize like the value of the divine feminine, especially if you're on during a separation or a no contact period. Like, this is a slowly getting to the divine masculine, thinking about the divine feminine, as the Empress, as someone who they want to be with. What makes it interesting is that the next card here is the Queen of Pentacles. Now I'm getting two messages from these two cards alone here. The first message that I've got is that this separation, this no communication, is making the divine masculine at this point of time thinking of the divine feminine as a goddess, as someone they want to be with, and thus even thinking of them as someone who is successful, independent in their finances, someone, this Queen of Pentacles indicating someone with a motherly vibe, a mother nature. This is also a representation of the nature, Mother Earth, so someone who take care of everyone. So with these two cards alone, the first message that I've got here is that slowly but surely the divine masculine is finally realizing that you, the divine feminine, if you're watching this, the divine feminine is actually the person who they wants to be with, the person who can their wife up, who can take care of themselves, who can take care of their children. So that's what the first message that I've got from the divine masculine. The second message I've got is that the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles is a two separate individuals. So what I'm getting here is there might be some kind of a third party involved. This third party could be they are in a relationship with someone else, or they could be actually married with someone else, as this Queen of Pentacles could indicating a wife figure, and this Empress could indicating the divine feminine being being so much higher level than the Queen of Pentacles here. So if the divine masculine is during having a third party relationship, could actually be like during your separation, this person is dating someone else, or could be that your divine masculine is actually in a relationship or currently in a committed relationship, could be even in a marriage with someone else. So again, this situation is making them feeling a bit confused, making them feeling a bit conflicted within themselves. So they want to this situation, this Seven of Swords is also Seven of Wands is also indicating that someone who actually believes in what they want, who actually will fight for what they believe in, who are actually taking stand for what they believe in. So if your divine masculine, or if the divine masculine is on a third party situation, this is actually making them feeling a bit restless, feeling just a bit worried, like I don't know what to do. But slowly they're realizing that you are the one that they want to be with. So the most common energy here, the most common scenario here, whether your divine masculine or whether divine masculine is with a third party situation or not, they are still thinking of you as someone they want to be with. So And then the next card here is the Knight of the Seven of Wands, which indicating someone who taking a stand for what they're believing in, for someone who fights for what they're believing in. This card is indicating that the divine masculine is having a conflict within themselves, whether they want to reach out to you, whether they want to offer you a cup. So they are having this conflicts within themselves. They are fighting within themselves. Like, this is also indicating that they're fighting up their ego. So they're having this kind of thoughts like, if I reach out to her, then what happened? What happened if she comes off at me? What happened if the divine feminine comes off at me? What happened if the divine feminine ignores me? So all of this thought up in their head, which make them fighting their own ego. But again, they want to come into you. They are in their head thinking about coming up to you, to offering you something. But again, they are being up in their head also debating the pro and cons, which resulting in the delay. And thus the magician comes to you as a divine feminine to manifest it more. So the more you're feeling conflicted, the more you're feeling, as you can see, it all connected now. So the more the divine feminine is feeling conflicted, the more the divine feminine is up in their head being pessimistic, the more the divine masculine will fight off the ego and not coming up to you, to reaching out to the divine feminine. And thus the manifestation cards come in that you have to think positively. So that's what I've got for the current energy of the divine masculine. And the overall grounding energy of the divine masculine is the devil card, which indicating there could be some kind of a toxic situation, especially if the divine masculine is involving in a third party situation. That third party could actually create a series of thoughts or series of events which are resulting in a quite of toxicity or negative pattern. That could be what they're actually fighting off here. This card also indicating that if there is no third party situation, this also could indicate someone who's actually going into a more of a earthly pleasure, such as going into partying or drinking. So this is maybe one way the divine masculine is trying to ease off the pain, trying to fight off the ego to come to the divine feminine by actually putting themselves into earthly pleasure, such as drinking, partying, or just going out doing so many things to make them forget about this connection. So basically, what I'm getting here is the overall energy. What I'm getting here is the divine feminine at this point of time needs to be more in their power, in their manifestation power, and not in their head thinking negatively, going back and forth with their thought, whether they want it or whether they don't want it, while the divine masculine is currently slowly realizing that your word, the divine feminine word, and especially if they are going with a third party situation, I do feel like they're fighting it off and just coming to you to offer the divine feminine a peace offering or an offer of love, or just something to actually make the divine feminine being swept out of their feet. The overall advice you have got is the Knight of Swords, which indicating some kind of action will just come out of nowhere. So the divine feminine will actually, the divine feminine will actually have the divine masculine coming out of nowhere, offering them a cup, offering a peace offering, or just want to have a second chance overall. And the overall energy here I'm getting is the three of Wands and then the Nine of Cups. The Three of Wands is indicating someone who's actually waiting for something, waiting for their ships to come in. This could actually be both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. The divine feminine could be someone who is actually waiting for the divine masculine to come, while the divine masculine probably waiting for all these things that going on within themselves to end and just comes to, and then just come to the divine feminine. And the next card I've got is the Nine of Cups, which indicating like this is a wish fulfillment for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The overall energy I've got here as the advice card is the Ten of Wands, which indicating someone feeling burden, and this burden needs to be put to the rest. So both the divine feminine and the divine masculine is currently feeling this burden of this relationship within themselves, and thus they need to put it to rest and be more positive in their manifestation power. So that's it. I've got for you the divine feminine and the divine masculine, the current energy and the current traits of what is going on. Please know that this is a collective energy, so it may or may not resonate with all the divine masculine and divine feminine out there. If it does resonate, please click the like button, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and also comment below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.